Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I have not seen y'all in a while, but I'm here I am. So today we are going to make a bench for the foot of my bed. My bed is kind of high and I've been needing something lower that I can put my shoes on and it's not going to cause me to struggle. So I am going to make this bench. Of course we can go in the store and buy one, but why do that for $300 when we can just make our own for less than half that? So this actually cost me about $97 for everything. So as you can see, I am starting with a roll of polyfoam, which I got from Hobby Lobby. And guys, anybody can do this. We really did not have to cut any wood. Most of the wood that you're going to see already came in the sizes that we wanted. So you can definitely do this yourself with just a few minor tools. So this piece of wood right here is 4 feet, and we purchased this from Lowe's, and it was, I believe, 16 bucks. So the size was perfect for the foot of my bed. So we're going to start with that. And then we're just going to take our polyfoam and outline the wood. So we're going to cut it and then only use the portion of foam that we need. Alright, so now that our foam is all cut, I am just going to adhere it to the wood. And you can use spray adhesive or whatever, but I have this Gorilla Glue that really holds everything. So I'm just going to put this all over the wood. And then once I apply my foam on top, I'm actually going to allow this to set up for about 30 minutes to an hour. Just because I don't want the foam to shift around when I'm trying to put my fabric and all that on top. So once I put this on, I am also going to put down a few heavy items, just books and stuff you'll see in a second, just to hold it down. And then we're just going to let that sit for an hour so it can cure. Alright, so hour has passed, and as you can see, it is stuck together. My foam is not shifting, and that is what we want. So now on to the fabric. This is the fabric that I chose. It's really nice, y'all. It's kind of like it has like a velvety feel to it, but not quite, but it's really soft. I also purchased this from Hobby Lobby. Y'all know Hobby Lobby is the place to get all of your supplies. Most of the time, everything is about 40% off or 30% off. I got this fabric for $7. and this is only 1 yard. Now let me give you guys some advice. If you choose to do this project, and if you like the length that I have, which is a 4-foot bench, I would get about 1.5 yards. This yard, it did cover it, but we really had to pull and really stretch it out to get it to cover completely. So 1.5 yards would be my suggestion. All right, so now I'm just going to place where I want my buttons to go. I'm going to tuft this. So what I'm doing here, you see I have a yardstick, and with that yardstick I'm just measuring to make sure that I have the correct distance between all of my buttons. I'm going to do a total of 8 tufts, and because this is 48 inches long, 4 feet long, I just divided it by 4 buttons because I'm doing 4, and then I just placed a button at every 10 inches. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, every 10 inches I placed one, and just wanted to make sure that I got them even and in the right spot. So that's why I am using the ruler there. And then also just to make sure that the bottom is aligned up with the top, I'm using my yardstick again. So now this is the main tool that you will need. This is just a manual staple gun, and this works great, you guys. It works absolutely great. So you just see me moving the buttons out the way and just pushing down with my staple gun and creating my tufts. Alright, so now with all of my staples and tufts in place, that gives you an idea of what it looks like. So now we are just going to pull the fabric all around the edges and staple it down on the back side. So this is the part where I was telling you, like, I really had to pull and stretch it out. The sides here were okay, but the shorter sides, that's where we really had to stretch that fabric out. So I'm just going to go around the whole thing and just staple it to the back. Once I got it stapled, we're going to take off the excess fabric. And I thought about using the silver buttons that you guys saw. Those are just plain buttons which came from a button kit. Again, something that you can get from Hobby Lobby. But I decided to make my buttons the same as the fabric. So all you do with this button kit, you just get your fabric, you cut out a little circle, and then you use the mold and the push pin to mold it together, and you have a button. It's really simple. You can find these at Hobby Lobby for like $3.50 for like a kit of like 5 or something like that. So I got 2 packs, and this is what my buttons look like. So they match the fabric that is on there. And now all I'm going to do is secure them with some hot glue, nothing fancy. So a lot of hot glue, and we're going to put those in place. Now this is a really simple DIY. I know tufting can look difficult, but it's really not. Just give it a try. I mean, you'll be surprised at what you're able to do and spend way less money. so there it is, you guys. That looks really good. I'm really happy with it. The tufting looks great. The buttons look great. So now we are going to clean up the back. You can use black felt or any type of black fabric. This is all I had. This is some dark brown fabric that I had. So I'm just going to use this to cover up the back, and all I'm going to do is just the same way that we put on the top fabric. We're just going to staple it around, but we'll cover it up so that wood isn't showing, and this just cleans it up and makes it look a little more professional. So now I decided that I wanted to frame it with some wood. This just again gave it a better look to me than just having the fabric there. It just gave it a little bit more of a decorative look because this wood that we're putting on the side, it also matches the legs that I purchased, and it just looked better than just having just the legs at the bottom. So, and in addition to that, it will also provide more support for the bench. So we are going to just frame both sides with this wood. Now this one we did have to cut. It wasn't super thick, so you still don't need any heavy machinery. We just got one 8-foot piece and we just cut it in half. So that's pretty much all that you'll need. And you can easily do that with a saw, with a hand saw. You don't need any heavy duty equipment. And we're just securing this in with some 1.5-inch nails. So now to secure your legs, so there are 2 different types of legs. I guess you would call them like adapters you can get. I'm just showing you guys. You want this flat one. This flat one that I have, I got it from IKEA. This other one with the angle, don't get that. That is if you want your legs to go outward or inward at an angle. That is not what you want. You want the flat one. So that is what we're going to use. And all you do is screw that bracket down, and then your legs screw right to the center. It's really super easy. Again, this is a DIY. Anybody can do themselves. We were able to finish this project probably in about 2 hours or so. Not very hard whatsoever. So then once I got everything put together, I'm just going to place it at the foot of my bed and add a couple of decorative pillows, and then that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry it took so long for me to make another video, but I will be back soon. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if you enjoy DIYs like this, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.